Hi everyone, this is just a quick video that I'm going to do to give you some tips on winding and the best positions that you can use. This little baby here is my daughter's reborn doll, Finley he's called. So he is the size and weight of a newborn baby, so I thought he would be quite a helpful little baby to use to give you some tips on winding. So I tend to use this position, sitting on the edge of a chair or bed with your feet flat on the floor, because I find it's the best position to feed in and wind a baby in. So let's just say the baby's kind of in this position. We've just finished a bottle feed or finished a breastfeed. You put your bottle down. From this position, the first position that I would use to wind is to sit the baby up. So I would use my hand cupped under the chin like that, thumb and forefinger on the cheeks, and sit them onto the edge of your knee. Now what we really want to do here is stretch the back as straight as possible. Newborn babies love to be very scrunched up, but that holds a lot of the wind in and squeezes all the air bubbles down, so they don't want to pop and come up very easily. So we need to really stretch the back up quite straight. Muslin will be your world's best friend whenever you've got a baby. I tend to always have one over my shoulder if your baby's not wearing a bib, because generally if you're breastfeeding, people don't tend to put bibs on them, but with bottle fed babies you would put a bib on. So if you've got a bib on, then I will just show you with the bib. You can cup the bib underneath, just in case you've got a very sicky baby, which will catch any excess sick. So you can kind of cup it like that and have your muslin there ready to catch anything extra. Now we want to be aiming for halfway between the back and the top of the head, and halfway between that point is where we want to pat. We need to do it fairly equal, so I tend to advise parents to do 10 pats, 10 rubs as a good cycle to do. The patting will help the air bubbles come up, and when you start rubbing, that tends to be when the baby will burp. So I'll just show you as an example what I would do. And the patting needs to be quite firm. Lots of people will worry that babies are too fragile. They are much more robust than we think they are, so you do need to give quite a good hard pat to be able to get the wind up. So halfway between, we would go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and then a nice rhythmic rub as well. So do that around 10 times. I mean, it doesn't need to be exact obviously, but it just gives you a rough guide of a pattern of what to aim for. Then we would do 10 pats again. Obviously again, I'm not counting, but I know it's roughly around 10. I would do 2 to 3 rounds like this. If you haven't had a burp come up straight away, which most of the time it will within those 2 to 3 rounds, that's when I would then lift the baby up over my shoulder and try up over my shoulder for 2 to 3 rounds. So at that point, put your bib down flat, put baby up over your shoulder. Again, try and stretch them out as much as you can to get their body as straight as you can make it. And then again, aim for the same 10 pats and 10 rubs. Do that 2 to 3 times again. If you've still not got a burp, put them back down again and try on the edge of your leg again. What I tend to do if I haven't had the a burp within the 10 pats and 10 rubs, then there are other things that you can try. Just moving them round in a circular motion as well can sometimes move the air bubble that's in their tummy and just pop it enough for them to then burp. Stroking their head tends to really relax them when they're sleepy, and again that can help release the air bubble. So those are other positions you can use as well. If you've tried all of those positions and you're still not getting a burp, and your baby is quite obviously wriggling around, griping, just really uncomfortable and looking like they've got a burp, you can also try just lay them down flat, just literally for about 10 to 15 seconds. When you see they're starting to get really wiggly, pick them up and put them up over your shoulder again. Walk around the house a little bit, so stand up and walk and pat, and that again is another way that we usually get that last burp up if you're struggling. It's just about changing positions and trying different positions. But if you tend to try the sitting down on your leg for a while, 2 to 3 rounds of that, then up over your shoulder. As soon as you've got that initial burp, they will usually start rooting around and want the bottle or the breast back again straight away. Once you've got 1 burp, you don't need to keep working and trying to get 2 or 3 or 4. If they're telling you they want to have the milk back again, put them back on the breast or give them the bottle back and continue the feed. So I hope you find that helpful, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon in the next video.